Hi, today we're going to be delving into South American wildlife. I'm sure you're very excited. At least it's not the Mexican drug cartel. Alright, I'm going to read you guys about animals. And one fungus. The capybara, as many know, is the largest rodent on the planet. It generally grows between 3.5 to 4.5 feet long and stands typically 20 inches to 2 feet tall. They are aquatic members of the Rodentia order and, for that reason, have somewhat webbed feet. Capybaras are social animals that live in packs of up to 20 members. Being in a pack benefits them in many ways. They can warn others when there is danger with a bark, as well as assure reproduction of their species. They are also herbivores and, because of their docile and sweet nature, can be kept as domestic pets. Moving on to something more hostile and, for some of you, more exciting, this is the electric eel. These eels have cells in them called electrocytes, which, as the name implies, dishes out electricity, each one providing 0.15 volts. An electric eel has thousands of these cells. When hunting, it utilizes them to paralyze or even kill its prey, producing up to 500 watts. The electric eel is a carnivorous member of the Gymnotiformes family and varies from 6 to 7 feet in length and generally weighs about 45 pounds. The bullet ant is the only member of its genus, Paraponera, and is also the largest ant on the face of the earth, measuring up to 1.4 inches. While they are famous for their size, they are also well known for their excruciatingly painful sting. Its venom contains a neurotoxic peptide which paralyzes the human body by clogging up neurons and their synapses. The pain can last for up to a day. Bullet ants typically set up their colonies of hundreds beneath the roots of a forest tree. These ants scarcely scavenge for food on the forest floor, but rather scale their home tree to collect foliage from above. First discovered in 1872, the glass frog is a member of the Centrolinidae family. While it behaves similarly to any other frog you may encounter while you're walking through a swamp or whatever you're into, it is a peculiar feature. Its skin is transparent. What isn't bright green is completely see-through, allowing one to peer into its abdomen and see what exactly makes this creature tick. Visible is everything from organs to eggs. It can be found in streams, by waterfalls, and of course, on the all too famous Amazon River, and typically lays its eggs on foliage adjacent to bodies of water. Ophiocordyceps unilaterus, or cordyceps, is a type of fungus that inhabits rainforests all about the globe, including the Amazon. Told you there'd be fungus, didn't I? Its spores infect ants, which negatively affects their mind, causing them to behave like zombies, if you will. The ant colony will pick up on this strange behavior and recognize it as a cordyceps infection. Promptly, the guard ants will pick up this sick ant, carry it off to the middle of the woods, and leave it there to die. Charming. Not long after, the fungus will, in a sense, tell the ant to climb upwards. When the ant dies from its fungal infection, the cordyceps takes over and grows out of it, hoping to spore, infect other insects, and repeat the cycle. The next beast of South America has a diet that consists primarily of ants and would probably prefer that its meals lack any cordyceps fungus seasonings. Rather large for an insectivore, the giant anteater can grow up to be 90 pounds and roughly 7 feet long. It has large claws used for digging up ant colonies and defensive measures alike. Its fur coat pattern is without variance and it is the largest of its genus. To further aid in its dietary needs, the giant anteater has a long tongue as well as a pointed snout that it uses to reach into crevices where insects might be, such as holes and logs. It is an aggressive animal despite its sweet appearance, and is by no means domestic. While we're in the business of giants, the endangered giant river otter is another popular animal of South America. They make their homes in the forest river and can grow up to be a whopping 75 pounds, which is big for a weasel. Giant river otters are essentially massive aquatic weasels that make homes out of riverbanks as well as natural debris. They are heavily adapted to river life, as is evident by their waterproof fur enclosing nostrils and ears. Their feet are webbed, which is helpful in the pursuing of fish, their main source of food. Our last animal is a personal favorite of mine. This is a three-banded armadillo. Looking like the fusion of a turtle and a rat, This creature is famous for its defensive maneuver of rolling up into a ball when startled. It is an insectivore and generally non-aggressive towards people. It wouldn't do it much good anyway if it was aggressive, because it's a little creature that only grows about to be 1 foot in length. Like the anteater, it has a long pink tongue that is used for eating insects. While they do live in South America, their range expands into other places such as southern states and our own country. Thank you for watching this biological escapade, and I hope, even though you were forced to watch it, that you did get something out of it. I'm going to go have some peach pie. Just kidding. I still have to make the board.